meteorologist Mike Seidel at the Capitol in Washington. As you can see, the snow is coming down harder. Visibility half a mile. The roads are getting covered, and travel is being discouraged now through until Sunday morning. We'll have the latest from D.C. coming up, but first we head north where they're still awaiting the first flakes. Sam Champion, I believe, right there at Columbus Circle. Sam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mike. Our eyes are to the skies. Ground is dry right here at Columbus Circle, but skies are letting you know it's cold enough here for some snow. Mayor de Blasio already saying that starting tomorrow morning, they're going to issue a winter weather emergency. I think it'll be before tomorrow morning is now. We brought that snow timing in a little earlier. We'll tell you how much, who gets the snow, how long it's going to last, and yet we'll use the word blizzard a lot. Alex?
Thank you so much, Sam. Yeah, get ready for that blizzard warnings in effect for New York City, and not just New York City, Philly, Baltimore, and D.C. So every, what do we call them, megapolis on the East Coast, except for Boston. Boston's going, we did this last year. We're good. We're going to sit this one out.
Boston's going to have some impacts on the coast, on
Absolutely.
the wind, too, yeah. Hey, welcome to a special edition of Weather Center Live as we keep you ahead of this powerful winter storm. Jonas, I'm Dave Schwartz.
And I'm Alex Wilson. Jonas, hurling snow, freezing rain, ice from Tennessee and Kentucky into our nation's capital, even down into the Carolinas. And we've already seen thousands of people without power.
And this is only the beginning. You know, others are struggling on the roads. Check it out. This is Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee, yeah?
Not what you would say, all right, is that what, Pennsylvania, Indiana? No, this is Nashville, Tennessee, where in the metro area, 5 to 6+ inches has been common, and unfortunately, people got out there on the roads, and their cars were left there.
Yeah, you've seen at least a half a foot of snow, and the northern burbs even more. And it's still snowing in Nashville, snowing in Knoxville, snowing in Athens, Tennessee. I could keep going.
Birmingham, Alabama. On the plus side, kids, they're just having a blast. And into a Saturday, hopefully, if you're already home for the day, and you can just kind of stay in through the weekend. Well, double-digit snow expected in the nation's capital. That has some snow lovers there very excited.
Let's bring in meteorologist Mike Seidel live in Washington, D.C. Michael, there you are. Look out.
I'm here. Yeah, we've got some buses going by. I want to give you an idea of the difference where the road is untreated and treated. In front of me, they've thrown salt down here on Louisiana Avenue at D Street, and here in the median, no salt, no treatment. Even where they've salted, it's been a while, so the snow intensity has covered up this part of Louisiana. And look over here towards the Capitol, how the visibility has come down, and we can still see the rotunda and barely see the scaffolding. So our visibility is about a half a mile. That's about 2,000 feet from here to the rotunda, the dome there at the Capitol. Very little traffic now. Everybody is headed home. The mayor has said shelter in place, hunker down for the duration as of 3 p.m. That's what she wants you to do. She wants you to stay off the roadways. And that's good advice anywhere in the Mid-Atlantic. All these highways, like Interstate 81, 495, the Beltway, there's accidents on 270 shutting that down. That's because people are going out there and they shouldn't be, or they're not driving safe enough. So the best bet is get home as quickly as you can, and then just hang tight until Sunday. There's going to be a big dig out certainly Saturday night and Sunday. The sun is going to come out, and temperatures will get above freezing as we get into Sunday afternoon and also on Monday. Look at the radar now. You can see the darker colors coming right up from the south. We've been following this all day. The snow got in here a few hours ago, and now the intensity has picked up. We're almost to about our first inch of what could be 20+ inches in Washington. If we get over 20, it'll be the second biggest storm on record. The biggest storm is that famous Knickerbocker snowstorm, 1922. That's where the theater roof collapsed and killed a lot of people. That was 28 inches. By the way, Baltimore's biggest snowstorm was just was the President's Day storm. They had 2 inches, but they had 12 more inches than Reagan National, and it's not that far away, so a big difference in snow totals on that particular storm. We're going to ride it out here. I'll be here till 5 Eastern. Jim Cantori comes in, and then I'll be back tonight as the winds start to howl through the Mid-Atlantic and here in D.C. Alex and Dave, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. You know, you were talking to a lot of people yesterday who are really excited, so we'll see. Maybe they'll be out there tomorrow checking in with Mike and Jim.
I think they will be. Yeah. Here's what we know right now about this winter storm. The National Guard has been deployed to help in Washington, D.C., West Virginia, and North Carolina due to ice and snow. 27 million people are under blizzard warnings at this very moment.
Well, 6 states, D.C., they've declared states of emergency. Nearly 3,000 flights, they've been canceled up and down the East Coast.
And some of the worst is still to come from Jonas.
Yeah, Carl Parker is in the lab. He is tracking this dangerous winter storm, and it's really bringing all sorts of weather types.
Yeah, it really is. We're getting sleet and freezing rain now into North Carolina, parts of South Carolina, and it's well underway in many areas. We've had more than a foot of snow in Kentucky and closing in on a foot of snow in southwestern Virginia. We'll show you what's happening in the D.C. metro and Virginia once again. We've got some moderate snow now in D.C., and we're only going to see those snowfall rates increase. We're watching low pressure right here around Atlanta transfer energy to the coastal low. That's going to be the ultimate low that comes up and across the East Coast and brings in this tremendous feed of warm and humid air into that low pressure system with what's called the low level jet, and that's going to feed the very heavy snowfall rates. So we are still on track to see 2 feet of snow in that lightest color right there in southern Pennsylvania, northern parts of Maryland, right along I-70, Montgomery County, out into northern Virginia along 66, Fairfax, Loudoun counties, and out towards 81 and Front Royal. In fact, there could be some areas along 81 that get as much as 3 feet by the time it's all said and done. Here's the model forecast. I want you to notice how these snowfall rates really increase by late tonight there along 81 and into D.C., and the winds will be picking up as well. 30, 35, 40 miles per hour. So getting into that territory where we start seeing what is called a blizzard, and that's really going to be life-threatening conditions. You notice here a mixture of sleet and rain into southeastern Maryland, so exactly where that line sets up is important. That will cut down on the snowfall totals, but we think it's mostly going to be snow in D.C. proper as well as Baltimore, and then the heavy snow coming up into Pennsylvania by late tomorrow and certainly going up into the afternoon here. We're going to watch it move into the southern part of New England. So a very heavy snow for a lot of that 95 corridor, and again, a tremendous amount of wind. Back to you.
Thank you, Carl. Well, Winter Storm Jonas already making its presence felt in Tennessee. That's where we're headed next.
I thought I married an Italian.
My